Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and ready to go. You know what time it is, because tomorrow it is Happy Nights, the one day of the year where me and my father, the preacher himself, can lay back, relax, eat our ribs smoked fresh off the grill, and enjoy college football because it is week one. It is finally here. We are ready to go, ready to pick the games here on the Preacher and the Prodigy podcast. This could be the best week one in college football history. You can make the case because it's the first time that we have three top 10 versus top 10 matchups, all happening very sparsely throughout the weekend. There are games from Thursday all the way to Labor Day on Monday, where you can watch the Bill Belichick show and North Carolina take on the TCU Horned Frogs. We're ready to go.
I just think that's the best thing about opening weekend is that you got football Thursday, you got football Friday, you've got football Saturday, you got football Sunday, and you got football Monday. And so that leaves you only like 3 days off before you get football again the following Thursday. So it's been a great thing. The college football is just, before the NFL sucks all the oxygen out of the Sunday, Monday atmosphere, the college football games get top billing.
Yeah. I'm ready to go. Are you?
Yep, let's do it.
Let's get right into it. Starting off, we have a very, in my opinion, very underrated matchup. This is a Friday night, 7 o'clock game on Fox. We have the Auburn Tigers heading to play the Baylor Bears. This is one of the biggest non-conference games Baylor has hosted in a while. Auburn is favored by 2.5. The reason I say this is very underrated is neither of these teams are ranked. Neither of these teams have been incredible in the past, but both of these teams' stocks are rising, and both of these teams' coaches seem to be getting off of the hot seat. So I'm really excited. This could be a high-scoring game. I think both offenses are ready to go. I think Baylor is really a half team, mostly offense, no defense, and I think Auburn is kind of the same way. A lot of talent at the skill positions. Could be fireworks down in Waco.
Am I going first?
Yeah, you lead 1-0. He got the Kansas State game right. It ended up being Iowa State by 3. So already starting.
Can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going Auburn on the road. I'm going to lay the points, and I'm going to take the SEC team that I think did more work in the portal and has probably just a little better overall quality and depth of roster.
Yeah.
It is on the road, but I'm going to lay the 2.5, and I'm going to take Auburn to win by a touchdown.
I'm going to agree with you. I just think Baylor doesn't match up well, especially against Auburn's wideouts. Eric Singleton transferred from Georgia Tech and Cam Coleman coming back. Jackson Arnold, I think, is going to figure it out. I don't think Baylor's going to have much.
Yeah, I don't know about Jackson Arnold. I'm not sure. I probably think.
I think the weakest side of the ball here is Baylor's defense going up against Auburn's
agree.
offense. I like that. All right, we head to the shoe. Where
we're going to that one already. I thought we'd build up to that one.
Let's go in order. Lee Corso, his last ride as College Game Day.
There's no way he doesn't pick Ohio State.
Yeah,
that was the first. Shot. That was the first headgear. It'll be the last headgear. He'll bookend his career with Ohio State picks,
and he'll be wrong because Texas is going to win the game. I think Texas is going to win the game. Ohio State's favored by 1.5, basically a pick 'em. But I like Texas. I think they are much better on the lines, in the trenches, and I think that's going to play key in a game where neither quarterback is very experienced. They need time in the pocket to make reads. And I just think Texas defense is going to be overwhelming Ohio State.
You already know I'm going to agree with you on this. Neither of us, and it could just be our built-in Michigan prejudice, but neither of us are particularly convinced that Ohio State is just going to keep the train running down the tracks the way that it has been. I think that we looked at Texas going on the road against a defending national champ that had a lot of turnover the very previous year. They came into Ann Arbor and they beat us up.
Yeah.
And so they can do it. They have the blueprint for this. I think that they win 27-20.
Yeah, I even like a 31-16 kind of a game. I like Texas to be far and away the better team here. 15-point dub. Hook 'em. I mean, the shoe isn't
That's
impossible to win at. We've seen
HAWC.
Oregon going, and we've seen, obviously, our Wolverines going and dominating the shoe. So we both agree through 2 games. Third game, we'll keep moving up in the TV windows. This is the 2:30 window on ABC. The Alabama Crimson Tide head down to Florida to play the Florida State Seminoles. This is game has gotten a lot of talk.
Is this at Doak?
This is at Doak, yeah.
Okay.
Game has gotten a lot of talk, especially hyped up from the Florida State side of things. I don't know what that means. Tommy Castellanos. Is it Tommy or Thomas? What is he going by now? I'm going to call him Tommy because I like it better. Tommy Castellanos has been talking a lot of trash, the Florida State quarterback.
Just don't call him Nick Castellanos.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I think Florida or Alabama's roster.
You didn't even give us the line here. What is the number?
13.5, and I still don't buy it. I think Alabama is going to end the year playoff semifinals, like I said on the previous episode. And they're just physically outmatched. I mean, I like the coaching a lot more at Alabama. I like what Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb can do. I don't
Forgetting
trust
that Gus has gone to Florida State.
I understand that, but this team is coming off of a 2-10 season. It would take an incredible bounce back for them to win, and for them to cover even. So I like Alabama winning this game 35-17.
Yeah, I have Alabama in my top 4 national. I'm taking the Tide as well. The number seems to me to be, I think it's a reasonable number. I just think it could very well be a 31-14 kind of a game.
Yeah.
So I think Alabama's going to be good. I mean, obviously Ty Simpson has got to demonstrate that he can take the reins, but and Jam Miller is out. But I just think overall, I trust Alabama to cover 2 touchdowns.
I think Florida State's just blowing smoke right now. Now we head to the Death Valley Invitational. Battle of Death Valleys, Battle of Tigers.
I've gone back and forth on this. But
LSU and Clemson. Both these teams were in our playoffs. LSU probably has higher, I don't know, at least offensive upside. Clemson playing host. I think this fits really well for them. Clemson's favored by 3.5. This is about 4. I like Clemson to win this game.
We agree again.
27-17. I like Clemson to win this game 27-17.
Well, I got to take Clemson.
I just like the consistency.
I have Clemson number 1, as our viewers know, our listeners know. I have Clemson number 1. And I think LSU is solid. I think LSU might be pretty good at the end of the year. But because of, you talk about working the portal, Brian Kelly just started hiring guys left and right, from everywhere. Mm-hmm. And so it's going to take a little time for that to come together. But I think Clemson, they have continuity in a really, I think it's an abnormal way in today's world. I mean, there is this real strict policy against visits after you've committed for Dabo, and they really want to try to maintain the same guys for 4 to 5 years, which most schools are kind of just abandoning that vision. Dabo is either a genius or he's stubborn and he's behind the times, but I think that helps Clemson early in the season.
I think he's a genius.
Give me the Tigers.
Yeah, I can definitely.
You see what I did there? Give me the Clemson.
We knew it, Tigers. Yeah. I just don't. I think LSU could be held to under 20 this game. I think they're also physically unmatched. And you talked about the continuity. I think that's huge in a week 1 scenario. So,
by the way, and I learned this by listening to Solid Verbal. Did you know that Howard's Rock actually came from California Death Valley?
How many Death Valleys are out there?
Well, there's 3. I mean, there's the one in California.
I know the heat.
Then you get these 2. But I didn't know that, but Dan and Ty were talking about that.
Someone can nickname Death Valley at the Diamond Vogel Studios or something like that. But I digress. We move on to a Sunday night game where Notre Dame will go to Hard Rock Stadium and play Miami. Notre Dame always seems to have these Sunday night games. We love it because they are always a top team, and this makes for high-quality football. Notre Dame is favored by 2.5 on the road.
The best thing about this is a Sunday, and you're like, okay, weekend's over, and then you realize it's not.
And there's another game because Virginia Tech and South Carolina play, I think in Mercedes-Benz Superdome, second game after Syracuse and Tennessee, and play Mercedes-Benz. So it's just everywhere. Awesome. So the second game of college football on Sunday. Who do you got in this one?
You didn't give me a line.
2.5.
2.5.
Irish 2.5.
Yeah.
I think I know where I'm going, or where you're going with this one, but.
I'm going to go Notre Dame. I'm going to go Notre Dame on the road.
Reason being?
Championship DNA, really. I mean, national runners-up last year. I'm not sold on C.J. Carr. I don't think he'll be the only quarterback that plays in this game, but I picture Jeremiah Love as my Heisman Trophy winner. And so I think that kind of game travels. I think defense travels. And I think Notre Dame will have a whole lot of people there, too. I don't expect it to be like 95% Canes fans. I mean, there's a lot of Notre Dame people in Florida. So I think the home field advantage will be mitigated by that. Give me the Irish. And you can have the 2.5.
No, I'm going to agree with you.
This is the boringest set of picks.
Well, you took the words right out of the mouth. Run game travels and defense travels. And Notre Dame has, our top 5 in both those categories this year. There's just continuity is huge. In week 1, we talked about that with Clemson, and Notre Dame has a continuity. Although with the new quarterback, everybody else, that's just the DNA of them. And Miami is shuffling everything around. Trying to work a new quarterback, trying to work in new.
Notre is not walking through those doors.
Coaches, new defense.
Ken Dorsey Jr. is not walking through those doors.
We're really setting up for 1-5. Both of us going 1-5 this year, or this week. I mean, will end with Michigan and New Mexico.
The clash of Titans.
Michigan. I want you to. You've probably seen. Guess the line on this game.
I saw 34.5. I don't know what it is now.
30. We'll pick at 34.5. It's been as high as like 37.5 in some places. 34.5. Vegas expects like a 42-7 kind of a game. Over-unders at about 49. So 42-7 is what they're expecting.
Want me to go first, or are you going to go first?
Yeah, you go first if you got to take.
Yeah, I listened to quite a few previews about what New Mexico looks like. They have 75 new players on the roster.
How is that possible? Is that first?
No, because Bronco Mendenhall was there for a year and then he left, and then a bunch of those guys went with him.
70.
So Eck comes in. He brings his son with him from Idaho. It was pointed out by Steve Clark on the podcast today that a lot of these guys playing for New Mexico were the guys who last year for Idaho were playing Oregon 17-14 in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's something to be said for that. And I think that New Mexico's relative strength is their front seven. Michigan's relative strength is their run game over their pass game. I got Michigan winning this game. 4 touchdowns, 3 field goals, and a safety. Michigan 39, New Mexico 6. Aggies cover.
Sweet.
Lobos. Excuse me. Lobos. Boy,
Sweet.
Disrespect with a K.
Bronco would not be happy. Sweet, because I'll take Michigan. I've been a Michigan pessimist in the past. I think New Mexico is one of the worst 10 teams in college football. They're at the bottom of the Mountain West in everybody's polls. There's so much turnover. I think that it's just going to be so difficult for New Mexico to do anything with the football on offense. I like a Michigan win 45-6.
So let's just say it's 27-0 at halftime. If you're Sharon Moore, what's your philosophy for the second half? You're going to keep practicing your starters because, heck, they need the reps? Or you're like, you know what? We go next week to Norman, Oklahoma. Let's put this thing on cruise control. It's 27-0.
I think you can have them. For example, I think you're probably assuming about Bryce and maybe Jordan.
I'm just saying, do you sit Jair Hill?
You probably start to sit the defensive guys a little bit. I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference because the depth of Michigan's defense is definitely there. But in terms of offense, I think you can keep Bryce out there, have him make calls, and then just run, halfback stretch or something like that. Just keep him away from the defenders.
Bryce and Cudsdall.
And play very safe with him, but also have him out there, just read defenses, read, shells and different coverages out there. But at the end of the day, I think, the second half, Michigan's just going to run the ball. And New Mexico still won't be able to stop it, even if they load the box. I just don't see any way how New Mexico's going to be able to stop our run game. So give
So
me
you got 45.
45-6.
I have 39-6. So I'm saying that there's a safety in this game. You tell me, how does that safety happen?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Probably like a botched punt.
Yeah, so I'm predicting a snap goes over the punter's head.
Yeah,
and he does the heroic thing where he runs to the back and slaps it.
Or kicks it out and gets a penalty for it or something like that.
So that's my crazy prediction. I do think that Michigan gets a lot of short fields, which why I have Dominic Zabata posting 9 points himself here. A lot of short fields.
I think Michigan will be able to finish drives in this game especially. So
I got 4 touchdowns, 3 field goals, and a safety for 39. All right. We shall see. We're not going to see much action in terms of like gaps between us because 5 of the 6
just
games,
get our percentages up for the year.
We agreed. But I think the one I feel the least confident about is actually the Baylor Auburn one. I just who the heck knows at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's what makes it fun, and we are now just something like 20 hours away or 19 hours away.
Oh my goodness! So I think first game is
Boise.
I think first game is
Boise. 4:30
Yeah,
Central
Boise
time.
State at USF. So that in itself is going to be 2 of the 5 best, group of 5 teams. So for all you group of 5 lovers out there, that's game you're going to love.
It doesn't count. But who are you
season.
predicting that game? You think Boise just goes in there, or do you think USF messes around with it in the South Florida Heat?
I think they're going to mess around only because they have just a wild card at quarterback. I mean, he's the Lenora Sellers of group of 5 guys, just a mobile dual threat guy who can, put the game on his back. So I think it'll be fun. I think Boise State ends up pulling it up. But I could see this game 38-34.
Okay.
I think line is Boise -6, if I remember that right. So
Okay.
it'd be USF cover, but we ain't picking that. So I think it could be fun. It's going to be fun because it's happy night.
Tis.
Tomorrow.
It's like our family's version of Festivus. Till then, I'm the preacher.
I'm the prodigy.
Pax Romana.
Deuces.